New York has joined in, and a lot of other states, in working to repeal the $10,000 state and local tax deduction cap, as well as legitimize the use of charitable deductions to mitigate these effects. Do you believe this matter is eventually bound for the Supreme Court?
Great question. I'm not going to comment necessarily on the path of the litigation, but I will comment briefly on the SALT issue. We calculate that the cap on state and local tax deductibility in New York will cost New Yorkers, when considered in isolation, around $15 billion every year. It's a provision of federal law that is really unprecedented, even going back to the first federal income tax in the Civil War, and there's really never been a cap on state and local tax deductibility like we see in this legislation, and one that really is targeted and has a negative impact on New York and other states. New York already pays $35 billion into the federal government, more than we get back every year. So one argument that proponents of this legislation have made is that SALT is quote unquote a subsidy for high tax states like New York. In fact, the subsidy's been going in the other direction. So it is federal policy that really should be reversed, and the governor's taken a number of steps in that direction.